Hi there, how are you? This is Lois. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to give a very quick update about the current world epidemic, that is COVID-19, that is the coronavirus, and the effect this has on Canadian immigration. As you know, I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I am based here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And for the purpose of this video, I am not the right authority to talk about this virus. So I'm not giving an update on the virus. That is the work of the government and the health department. However, there are some advisories, there are some directives that are coming from the government, and that is specifically just what I am giving in this video. Okay. All right, I know people have panicked. Oh my goodness, there's panic everywhere, and I think it's human nature to panic. I don't think there's need to panic. That is just me thinking. But you know what? We are human beings. I cannot fault anybody who is panicking. I still don't understand the relationship between tissue and paper towel and this virus. Okay, so if you know that, please educate me. I would love to know, because there's no tissue at the store near my house. Okay, all right. Yeah, but all the same, I have received a lot of emails from my clients, and just people inquiring what is the effect. People who want to apply to come to Canada, and they don't know the effect of this. It looks grave. I think the media and other things are making it look so grave. I think if we take the right precautions, then we will be okay. We will be okay. I am really sure that it's all gonna be okay. So far, I think globally we have 162,000 cases and about 6,000 deaths. And the good thing is we have 76,000 recoveries. People are not talking about these recoveries, and that is going to tell us that getting this coronavirus is not the end of the world. However, we must be very cognizant of the fact that there are people who are vulnerable, and there are people who face the danger of experiencing the bad effects of this virus. And these are people who are over 65, people who have compromised immune systems, other people who have underlying conditions, and other people who are traveling abroad. So this is a demographic that is at high risk. Otherwise, especially here in Canada, there is a low risk to the general public, but this could escalate anytime. Okay, so just have that hope. Don't panic. Having this virus is not the end. It's not a death sentence. People are recovering, and the chances of death are minimal. Okay, right. That said, if you're experiencing any effects, you're in Canada, if you feel like you have those flu-like symptoms, please just call 811 and speak to a healthcare professional. Again, I said I'm not here to talk about coronavirus and all that. That is not my place. So far, Canada, the risk, the infections are not high, unlike in other countries like China, Italy, Iran, and Spain. We have seen very high cases there. Canada doesn't have high cases, and we are hoping that this can be contained just so that things can go back to normal. We have 249 confirmed cases in Canada and about 4 probable cases. Majority of these cases are in Ontario, and Ontario has 103. British Columbia has 73, and my dear Alberta, which is home to me, has 39 cases. So far, we have heard of 1 death, and this person was elderly and had other underlying conditions. So you can see there is hope. There is hope, and I believe the good health care in this country is going to come a long way. Okay, all right. So let us not worry. Schools are still going on. I know people have questions. If you're abroad, you're worried about us. We are also worried about you guys. but schools are ongoing. Kindergarten to grade 12, they are ongoing. A lot of people are working from home, thank God, to remote desktops and VPNs. A lot of companies that have implemented that. I know a lot of people who are working from home, so that is a good thing, because it helps reduce that contact and any chances of infection. Okay, our church is cancelled. Okay, not really cancelled. Our church is online now, so we are not going to church physically, but we are doing it online. And all conferences and all events that had over 250 people have been cancelled, especially here in Calgary. So if you are planning, if you have a conference you're attending, if you're abroad and you had registered for something, most of these conferences have been cancelled or been rescheduled. So please check with the conference organizer, check with whoever was organizing that thing for you to know whether it's been cancelled totally, and then you can make the right travel plans. You can change your flights. The good thing with a lot of airlines, they are letting people change their flights for no fee. So just check with your airline. The same thing with hotels and Airbnbs. People are really considerate at this time, because come on, this is a global problem. It's a global pandemic, as has been declared by the World Health Organization. So what effect does this have on your application or potential application to immigrate into Canada? There are disruptions. We cannot say there are no disruptions. There are disruptions, and this the whole situation is escalating. It is evolving. So we are keeping our eyes and ears, and myself, I'm trying to do the best. So I am updating you on my Facebook page. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm updating whatever comes from the government, and that's all I'm doing. I'm making sure that I keep you informed, because things are changing on a daily basis. Okay, and we cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow, but if we can be prepared for today, then I think things would be easier, and a lot of people would be at peace, because I think we need that peace of mind, because without that peace of mind, we're going to be anxious, we're going to panic, we're going to do things that are really not helping anybody. Okay, all right. So with regards to immigration, the IRCC has put special measures to help temporary and permanent resident applicants who would be affected by this COVID-19. And when I say they have put special measures, I am going to put the link at the description part of this video. I will put that link just so that you have factual information. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I do not want to misrepresent anything, so I'm going to put that link, and you can go through it. And these special measures, they are for all things, all applications. So if you have been approved for permanent residence, if you have applied for Canadian citizenship, if you have applied for temporary and permanent residence, and you are outside Canada, especially that one, or if you're about to apply for permanent residence through express entry, if you are a visitor in Canada, or you're on study permit, or you're on work permit, and you need to travel to Canada urgently, or if you are a permanent resident who needs to travel to Canada urgently, or if you're a temporary resident who is unable to return home from Canada. Okay, so they have put special measures as to how you can address the effect of this virus. And some of these, I just want to say that some of these, so if you are in Canada as a temporary resident, as a visitor, or you as a student, as a temporary worker, and you need to go home, but you cannot go home because of the effects of the travel advisories and all that, you can extend your stay. Okay, you can extend your stay. If your visa application centers, the VATs all around the world, if the ones that service your country are closed, I believe a lot of applications now can be done online. If you need documents, if you need to submit documents for your applications, they are really giving grace periods. You can always explain as to why you do not have access to those documents if you are affected by this virus. If your country has travel restrictions, and you cannot travel to Canada, there are chances of being able to withdraw your application. Okay. If you have applied for citizenship, or you have your ceremony is upcoming or your test is upcoming, those ones have been suspended with immediate effect, and you will be updated as to when they reopen. Okay. However, you will have received information regarding that cancellation. I think the information went out on Friday. If you have an urgent need that you need to do your citizenship, there is a way that you can contact these people and have that addressed. Okay. There could be issues that that necessitate you to have that ceremony. Okay. For whatever reason, if you think it's urgent and it's important, you can always reach out to them. As from this coming Tuesday 17th, as from 17th of March, all in-person hearings at the IRB, that is the refugee hearings, all those ones that were scheduled. If you have a refugee case that is coming up, if you have a hearing that is scheduled, those ones have also been postponed with immediate effect until further notice. However, detention reviews are still going to take place. If you are in Canada as an international student and your studies have been moved online, you do not have to worry. Please go on and continue studying, because you studying online is not going to affect the eligibility for your postgraduate work permit. Okay, so these are just some of the things that you're going to find in that directive, the special measures. Make sure you read it. I'll put that link there. Okay. Yeah, so let us not panic. Let us see, there is a lot of hope. Let us not panic. Let us plan. If you don't have to travel, please avoid that unnecessary travel. Reduce the contact, reduce contact with people if possible. Avoid, as I've said, avoid non-essential travel. Cover your coughs, and and just take care of yourself, and most important, take care of your neighbor. Take care of that vulnerable person. We do not want to expose these vulnerable people to this virus, because these are the people who most likely would face the severe effects of this virus. And unfortunately, we don't know who these people are, right? We don't always know people who have underlying conditions. That's why we need to make sure that we are washing our hands, we are taking care of, we are self-isolating. So if you've traveled to Canada, we need to self-isolate. So the government is implementing some measures. I have heard that the Canadian government is going, it's not been announced, but they have said that they're considering allowing international flights to land in limited permitted airports in Canada. Okay, that is just to be able to control the people who are coming and do whatever, do the screening, do the necessary checks, and also travel education. Okay, that is to raise awareness to people who are coming in Canada. So if you're arriving, please do that self-quarantine for 14 days. If you need to change your flights, if you don't have to, please change your flights. And they are free. A lot of airlines, I have said, they are free. And the most important thing, I just want to tell people, IRCC has said that they continue to process the application, so you don't have to worry. Continue to apply. They are processing applications. There could be disruptions. Just check where you're coming from. Check your local VACs. If the VACs are closed, check. And the link that I'm gonna post here is going to explain exactly how to do that. But for now, I don't think we need to worry. If you need to apply for your study permit, please go ahead and apply. If you need to do whatever, do what you need to do. Common sense. If you don't have to travel immediately, then you don't have to travel, and you can cancel that. Okay. All right. Yeah, just stay tuned. I will be posting on my Facebook page. I keep posting anything that I get from the government website that I think you need, that I think can help you. I will continue to post that for your information. So yeah, stay tuned, and if there's anything major, I will do another update when and if it's completely necessary. For now, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and yeah, love each other. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. I will see you at my next video. Bye now.